This video is a comprehensive beginner's guide to TradingView. TradingView is a platform that has all the charting tools that you need for the technical analysis. It is a social media platform for traders where you can share ideas and follow ideas published from the fellow traders. It gives you real-time data for almost any market in the world. And the best part is there is no complex setup required. It is a browser-based tool. So if you set up anything in your chart layouts, alerts, watch list on your browser, you can also view the same on your mobile application. They also have a mobile application, so you can download the TradingView from your App Store or Google Store. In today's video, we will focus about how to use the TradingView interface, how to set up your TradingView charts, how to use the drawing tools, how to add indicators, how to create your own watch list, how to set alert on TradingView, and how to use Screener. What I'll do is I'll put a timestamp in my video notes, so just in case you want to skip any part or look at any particular sequence, you can do it using the timestamp. And I'll also put a sign up link for TradingView, so in case you don't have an account, you can actually go ahead and create your free account using that sign up link. If you see here, they have a basic plan, which is a free plan, and they also have a couple of other plans that you can choose from. I don't want to get into details, but you can see whatever works the best for you. This is my by default view of the TradingView. This is my landing page. Let us look at different elements that you can use here. Let's first go to the Ideas tab. In the Ideas tab, these are the editor's picks. So this is where you will see that some of the ideas which have been featured by the editor. There is just so much to learn here because you can look at the ideas which other traders have published. What are the indicators that they are using? What is the technical analysis that they are doing? How are they approaching a particular chart and how are they placing their trades? So it is one of the places where at least all the newbies should go and see the different charts that other traders have shared and which have been featured by the editors. You can also go to trend analysis and look at the different candlestick analysis charts that people have shared. So what TradingView does is, like, whenever a trader shared an idea, they let you tag. So if I'm sharing an idea and I've tagged it to candlestick analysis, I can access those charts from the candlestick analysis. You can also look at the different kind of chart patterns, double top, bottom. If you're studying any particular chart pattern, what I would do is I would just go and look at the ideas which other traders have shared for the similar chart pattern, because that will help me to learn from the way they are doing the analysis for that particular chart. There are like different kind of technical analysis that you can see here and how the different charts have been tagged by the traders, and you can start your learning journey from here. So let us look at the second tab, which is market. Here you will see the market quotes for indices, futures, currencies, bonds, stocks. You will get an overview of how the different markets are performing. You can also adjust your market. Like by default it is selected as US, but you can select whichever market that you want to have an overview of. The next one is scripts. From here you can access the largest repository of trading indicators and strategies which traders have shared. So TradingView offers a huge repository of trading indicators and strategies. There are a lot of indicators that are inbuilt, and there are a lot of indicators which other traders have shared, and it's in the public library which you have access to. The next tab that we want to look at is at the screener. This is one of the tabs that you would want to know how to access. You can look at the top gainers. They have some of the filters that have already been set. You can pick up from many of the existing filters and then narrow down as per your choice. I mostly look every day at the top gainers and I sort it out with market cap, so I know that how the top companies are performing. If you want to like deep dive into it, I can put up another video like how to set screeners. But at least to start with, start using all this initial pre-existing filters that you see, top performers, top losers and all. The next is streams. This is where the traders live stream their ideas. You can see them doing live trades. There's just so much to learn because you can exactly see how the traders are taking their position. This is a particular live stream which I can join right now and see how the trader is doing the analysis. They also give you an overview of the upcoming stream. So if anything that interests you, you can probably schedule your time and attend those streams. This is broker. You can connect your brokerage account to the TradingView. If you're using any of this brokerage account, you can connect it to the TradingView. It can help you for back tests. The next one where we are going to spend most of our time today is chart. This is where you can set up your chart, your watch list. You can also access screeners and a lot. I'm going to start giving you the overview of each of these icons that you see And like I said, I will put timestamps so you can quickly access if you already know about something, forward or skip that part of the video. So let's start from the left. Here you can do some general settings. The first one is autosave. I would recommend to keep the autosave on. It will keep saving your chart in every 5 minutes so you don't have to bother about losing your work. Next one is sharing. If you want to share this chart with anyone, keep this option enabled and you will be able to share the chart with others. It also gives you an option to export this chart data. So whatever price points that you see here, if I want to export in an Excel, I can do that. Here you can see the timestamp, open, high, low, close and volumes. This is if you want to do some technical analysis, you can export the whole data in an Excel. This is Help Center. So if you have any questions about your account profile or any knowledge base article that you're looking for, you can try to search this in their repository and you might get a lot of your queries answered right from here. The next is what's new. So this is where the TradingView, if they are coming up with any new feature, indicators, strategies, they'll keep publishing it to have a look at it because they keep coming up with such great ideas and you might want to keep a tap on what is the new feature that is coming on the platform. Dark color theme. This really is an option to help you set the color schema. By default, it is the way I'm showing you, but if you turn it on, it will be in the dark mode. It is completely your individual choice. Whatever you are comfortable with, put it in that way. I am more comfortable with seeing the chart in the white background, so I keep it this way. The drawing panel, if you see, this is the left hand side panel, is called the drawing panel. If I turn this option off, it will be disabled, and if I turn it on, you can see this back. You have a couple of keyboard shortcuts that you can access from here. If you don't want to use mouse, you want to use keyboard shortcuts, you can look at all those keyboard shortcuts or find all those keyboard shortcuts from here. So these are the cursor settings. If I choose dot, if you see, look at my cursor, it has changed to dot. And if I choose arrow, it has changed to arrow. If I choose cross, if you see here, it has changed to cross. It also gives me an option to change it to erasers. So if you want to delete any existing drawings that you have on your chart, you can use this eraser as your cursor setting, click on it and it just gets deleted. There's one thing that I want to highlight about the left side panel is these are all the drawing tools that can help you to analyze your charts. These are the trend line tools. Let me pick up the first one. And using my mouse, I can draw the trend line. You see this floating bar here, it gives me some quick setting options. I can delete this drawing line, I can hide it, I can lock it, I can clone or duplicate it. And I can also use this setting options. If you want to change the color of your drawing line, you can do that. If you're doing multiple drawings on the chart, you might want to distinguish them using different colors. This option is for doing some of the advanced technical analysis like Fibo retracement and trend-based Fibo retracement. These are one of the most common options that I use from this. These are the brush tools to support you doing analysis. You can add text or price labels. If you want to add some kind of notes on your charts while doing your technical analysis, you can do this. Or if you're sharing or publishing your idea and you want to enhance your chart with more information, you can use this text field options. These are some of the chart patterns. You can see head and shoulder, Elliott wave and all. If you are an advanced trader and you're doing this analysis, you have all this chart patterns that you can use. The prediction and measurement tools. If you want to calculate a price range or date or price range in the chart, you can use these tools. Or if you want to make a long or short position and you want to calculate the risk reward ratio, you can do it using this tool. Some of the fun icons that you can add it on the chart. This is a measure tool. If I want to calculate the number of bars or how much the stock has moved during these days, it gives you a very good view. Like in 136 day, there were 94 bars or 94 trading days and the stock moved around minus 10%. This is a zoom in option. So if I want to zoom in into any part of the chart, I can just select that section and this is how it zooms in. And if I want to go back to the previous view, I can just click this and I will be back to my AutoFit zoom out view. Next is magnet mode. So if you turn on this mode, what it will do is it is going to snap the drawing anchors closest to the open, high, low, close value of nearby bars. So I've turned the magnet mode on and if you see here, it is trying to snap the price of the nearby bars. Next option that you see here is stay in the drawing mode. So if this option is not on, what you have to do is if you're drawing multiple trend lines, you will have to every time go to this option and pick it up. However, if you are in this drawing mode, what you do is you can just pick up this trend line tool once and you can keep doing your analysis the way you like. You don't have to grab it every time you're drawing a new trend line. The lock that you see is to lock all your drawings. Right now, because this mode is not on, you can see that I can move my drawings to different places.
If this lock is on, you will see that all the drawings on this chart will be locked.
This is especially useful when you are accessing the charts through the mobile, so you will not land up screwing your setups. This is an option where you can hide all your drawing tools. You can remove drawings, indicators, and remove drawing and indicators. Because I have literally messed up my chart, I'm gonna remove all these drawings for now. So this is the option from where you can clean up your slate. This is all about drawing tool. Let's go to the top section. From here I can set up my time frame, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. So whichever analysis that you are doing, if you're doing a 1 day analysis, you can set up the time as 1 day. This is to select what kind of chart I want to see. This is a candlestick chart, but if you want to look at bar chart, Fibonacci, or any different kind of chart, you can select that option from here.
The next one is compare tool. So what it does is it compare the market movements of 2 or more different symbols simultaneously. One of the use case is if you want to see how Apple is performing in comparison to S&P 500, you can use this tool. You can add both the symbols in the chart and see how the market movements are.
For now, I'm not comparing, so if I have to remove this symbol, I can easily go and press the cross and it will be removed. To add indicators, I have to go to indicators tab. If you see here, they have a lot of built-in indicators, and they have a public library that I was talking about where traders share their own indicators and their script names. You can see the number of likes, and you can see if you want to use any of those. If you want to yourself do Pine scripting and create your strategies and indicators, you will see your indicators here, and then you have a volume profile for doing the volume analysis. Let me try to add one of those indicators. Let me add an exponential moving average. I'm going to click on this one. If you see here, the exponential moving average has been added. By default, it has the time period of 9 days. If you want to change the length or the number of days, you can go to the settings. You can come here and change the length. I'm going to choose 50, which is one of the popular EMA. You can also change the style. If you want to change the color and the thickness of the line, you can do. I'm just gonna keep it as default for now, and I'm gonna press OK. See here, now you see the EMA indicator has been set in your chart. You can add multiple indicators based on whatever plan you are subscribed to.
Next is financial indicators. So if you want to do the fundamental analysis to analyze the economic and the financial health of the company, you can use all these indicators. There are a lot of different kind of options that you have here, like balance sheet, cash flow, income statement. So you can add all these indicators on the chart, and it can help you to analyze the financial data and determine the fundamentals of the company.
Not going to get deep into this, but if you want to like total revenue, you can just click on it and you will see that particular data element has been added to the chart. And to remove this data element, all you have to do is to just go and click on this cross. The next is indicator template. So if you want to save indicators that you have added in the chart, you can save your own template here, save indicator template, and it will be saved. You can give whatever name you want and you can apply it to any other chart. The next is alert. So this is one of the best features and I use it almost every day. So if I have done a technical analysis on the Apple and I want to be alerted whenever the Apple crosses 30, because then I want to take my position. So what I'm going to do is go create alert. They have multiple options that you can select from, but I'm going to say that whenever the Apple stock price go greater than $130, I want to be alerted. The next option that you have is that you want to be alerted only once or every time. I'll just go with only once. Here you can select the expiration time. I think by default it is 2 months, so it is like open for 2 months. You can select how do you want to be notified, like notified on app, a pop-up. Do you want an email? If you want a play sound, like if you are already logged in the trading view, you can select that. You can also get an SMS by this send email to SMS option. You can put your alert name here. So I'll just say Apple breakout buy.
You can add variables if you want to add price, indicator values, bar time, or any other variable. Whenever that alert is being triggered, you can add those values. So if you click here, you can see that what are the different variables you can use. Whenever the alert is triggered, if you want that it tells you the price or the closing price, you can add that variable from here, and you will get that as part of your alert.
Next, just hit create and my alert has been created. So now anytime whenever the Apple crosses $130, I'm going to get notified. You see here, I can also see the alert that I have set. This replay option, so TradingView has a lot of historical data. So if you want to access historical data, this is one of the options that you can use. It is also used for manual back testing. So suppose if I have set up this chart with 50 EMA and I want to see that how many times that Apple has bounced from the 50 EMA support. And so I have set that indicator and I'm going to say that from December 14, I want to see how many times that Apple has taken support on the 50 EMA. You can set the speed and then what you have to do is just play, and one of these awesome tool if you want to test any of your strategies.
These are some of the settings at the chart level.
Autosave, I really recommend that you keep it on, which is every 5 minutes whatever work that you have done on the chart will be saved. The sharing is by default off. We've already spoken about it. If you want to rename the chart, like I want to rename this to demo 1, I can rename it from here. If you want to make a copy of it, you can do a copy. If you want to make a new chart layout, it will open a new chart layout for you. If you want to load any of the chart layouts, so on this profile of mine, I really don't have many charts, but if you see, it will show you all the last chart layouts that you have saved and you can open any of these. And I think this is also restricted based on your subscription, like the maximum number of chart layouts that you can save. From here, you can select how many charts that you want on your screen and what would be the layout. You can select maximum up to 8 charts. These are the chart settings to change the way your candle look or your status lines look. You can make all those changes from here. Add earnings, dividends, and all those different elements in your chart. You can control it from here. Let's go to the right panel. Now at the top right side, you will see this icon which is watch list. From here, I can create a watch list. Let's create a new list. Suppose we are tracking S&P and I will create a new list which is S&P. I can add symbols here like Apple. Let me add Alphabet and let's add Tesla. You can create your watch list and also it gives you a quick access to the chart. So suppose if I want to look at a Google chart, I can just go click on this and I can literally access all the charts from here itself. Next icon that you see is alert. You remember we created an alert for Apple breakout, so I can see all the alerts that I have created and I can access it from here. This is the news section. If I'm doing an analysis on Tesla, I would like to know what are the latest updates, what is the market news around it. So this is the section from where you can get all that information. You can see all the headlines related to Tesla. Before I take any trade, I at least give a quick glance because I want to know what are the current market events that can affect my trade. This is a data window. If you have added any indicators, it will give you exactly the numbers like the open, high, low, close, and what was the change today, what was the volume that was traded. This is the hot list. It kind of gives you some of the screeners. You can change the market depending on whichever market that you are trading in and also save the symbols at watch list. This is the economic calendar. You can set which market you would want to see those updates for and if there are any upcoming earnings. So you will get all those information from here. This is the My Ideas section. If you have published any idea, that will appear here. So these are the community chat. That's what make TradingView a social media platform, because here you can chat with your fellow traders and discuss ideas with them. There are different groups like cryptocurrencies, forex. You see a couple of groups here which you can join and see how your fellow traders are trading. You can discuss, and many of the times there are a lot of market news that you get to know from these chats, and it can actually help you take trades. If you want to talk to any particular trader, all your private chats appear here. This is the idea stream. So if you're following any trader and if they have published any idea, those are going to appear here. This is a new feature that we already spoke about, streams. You can also access streams from here.
Next is notification bells. So if you have any kind of notifications like someone has followed you or someone has agreed with your idea, you can access all those notifications from this place. Finally, we are at our last section.
Stock screener. We have already spoken about stock screener, but you can also access from this view. You can also add text notes. If you want to add any notes for yourself while you're doing a technical analysis, you can add those notes. Honestly, I don't use this much. And editor, this is if you're writing your own strategies or making your own indicators, you can use this. You don't have to really get deep into this. Strategy tester, this is for any back test that you want to do.
The next is trading panel.
So you can connect your brokerage accounts here. Also, TradingView gives you an option for paper trading. You can open an account with them and practice your strategies. You can actually do paper trading via TradingView. Select your time zone, like whichever country you're trading from. You can select your time zones here. There is also a setting option which gives you some more controls over the chart. If you want to show the last price or the pre-post market price, those options are by default selected. But if you want additional information or indicators or name labels, you can select that checkbox and you will get those information on your chart. One of the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys is, if you are using TradingView for the first time and you want to look into any of the stocks, I would recommend that you can go to this place. You can put in the stock that you're trying to search. So here for reference, I'll use Apple, and if you see, it has pulled out all the details related to Apple in this platform. I can see the chart, I can look at the ideas, I can look at the top authors who have been publishing ideas about Apple. So if you want to follow someone, you can follow them from here. You can also get the technical details, the financial details. So it has everything that you need to do your stock analysis. If you want, you can go to the ideas tab to look further into the ideas that have been published by other traders. You can sort it out either by the popularity or by the newest chart that has been published. Technical tab, it gives you the quick summary of the stock based on the most popular technical indicators like moving averages. You can also set the time frame for which you want to look at these indicators. This is pretty much what I wanted to cover for TradingView today. I hope you all enjoyed and learned from this video. I'll come up with another video soon to help you in your trading journey. Till then, keep learning and happy trading.